Hello, good evening. Today's date is 27th July 2021 and my name is Nilesh Hanumant Shinde and I am going to describe today's video topic. Today's video topic is multi-threading. Before we know more about the multi-threading, we have to know more about the what is the thread. The thread is a nothing but a smallest unit of the processing, and it is also known as the smallest sub-process and lightweight sub-process and smallest unit of the process. The threads are independent to each other. Means if we have one thread and if we have multiple threads, the each and every threads which are independent on other threads. If there is there is error or exception is occurs in one thread, then it does not affect on the other thread. So that is the importance of the thread. So uh, now we discuss what is the multi-threading. The multi-threading means uh, the run or the execute the multi-threading means executing a number of threads simultaneously at a one time. We can use multitasking and multiprocessing to achieve uh, to achieve sorry we can use a multi-threading and the multiprocessing to achieve a multitasking. However, we use the multitasking is multi-threading is more than the multiprocessing to achieve the multi-threading. By using the multi-threading, we can use a number of threads at a same time, and by because of that, it's save time. The thread run which is running simultaneously. These threads are does not allocate a separate memory area. So because of that, our memory is saved, and there is a continuous switching between the one thread to other thread. So uh, because of this, our time is saved, and now we discuss uh, examples of the multithreading. The multithreading is mostly used in games and graphical applications. Uh, in mobile, we can use multiple apps simultaneously at one time. This is because of the multi-threading. If we don't using multi-threading, then we can process only one we can process on only one operation, and after completion of the one operation we can do next operation and so on. So uh, this is a very bad condition or bad example of the nowadays. Nowadays, the technology is very high, so we can use the multi-threading. Means we can use the number of operation at a time. If we have to download multiple multiple files, then we can download easily. It is not like first download is complete. First download is complete, and after that we can start second download, and it's so on. It's not like that. So so these are the some example of the multi-threading. And next, we discuss what is the advantages of the multi-threading. There are the number of advantages of multi-threading. The multi-threading is multi-threading is does not block to user because each and every thread is independent. If as we already discussed that the if the exception is occurs in one thread, then it does not affect other thread. So it does if there is an exception in one process, it does not block or it does not restrict to other thread to to run. So this is the advantages. Most This is the advantages. The next advantages is you can uh, you can run or you can execute multiple operations at the same time. We can do multiple operations at the same time. If there is a exception is occurs in one thread, then it does not affect to other thread. Now we discuss about the some concept about the multi-threading. The first concept is deadlock. The deadlock means if we create an two object, the first object is pointing towards the second object, and the second object is pointing towards the first object. Then at that time there is at that time the working of the first object is like if the second object is executed, then then the first object will be executed, and the working of the second object is the if their first object is executed first, uh, and after that the second object will be executed. So this is occurs at the same time, and because of that, the any from this object are not executing. So this is called as a deadlock. And next concept is a synchronized method. If we have to if we create a two thread, and after that we write a method, and we give two thread simultaneously to passes to this method, and after we create that method is synchronized method, then the first thread which execute, and after the execution of the first thread, the next thread is comes, and after the leaving the first thread, the next thread is comes inside the method. So this is important. This is very important concept about the multi-threading, and because of that we resolve a number of problems of multi-threading. Now we discuss some methods of the multi-threading. There are the multiple methods in multi-threading. We discuss some of them. The first is a start method. When we have to execute threads in our main method, then after the creating object of the thread method, we write or we create a or we call a thread uh, the object name and start. Then after that the thread is started, and the next method is thread sleep. If we have to restrict or we have to sleep one thread uh, for the some millitimes, then we use the thread sleep method. The next method is yield method. If we have to restrict or the stop the execution of the current object, and the execution of, start the execution of the next object, then we can use the yield method. The next method is joint. If we create two threads and we write a join between them, then the first thread is full completely or completely executed, and after that the second thread is start. The method joint is used. The actual meaning of the method joint is the first thread is fully completed, and after that the second thread is waiting to completion of the first thread, and after the completion of the first thread, the method second will be start. And then next method is the suspended. If we have to suspend a thread for the some time, then we can use this method. The next method is stop method. We have to stop execution of the some method, then we can use stop method. The next method is its daemon. It is used to check the our thread is daemon thread or not. If our we have to make our thread is daemon, then there is also method. That method name is a set daemon. The set daemon, by using this method, we can create our thread is a daemon thread. So that is the some of the some of the methods of multi-threading, and that's all about the multi-threading. Thank you.